I am not a bolt mechanic or an outboard mechanic, so you shouldn't take this video as a tutorial or anything like that. But this is here for entertainment value, so enjoy. Well, that's a little bit disappointing. The impeller obviously doesn't work. They're cheap now. They used to be $50 in COVID times, but now they're only 10 bucks on Amazon. So I'm gonna order that and a bunch of gaskets, and then we'll kind of be right back. Before I take the lower unit off, I'm draining the oil, obviously. To remove the lower unit, there's a bolt facing down at the front of the engine here. And there are two bolts facing up on the bottom of the engine here. Ugh. Now I'm removing the first 4 bolts. This is for the impeller case. And then that slides right off the top. And next, I figured why not? We might as well do all the gaskets, so the whole housing here comes off as well. There are 3 bolts holding that on. It's important to note that you have to take all 7 bolts to get the main housing off the bottom here. Alright, in order to get the secondary seal in here, that needs to go back in there, and then see what I mean. Like, this is supposed to sit here. That's not gonna sit there. So that's why it's here. So we can just simply slide that on whichever way it goes. Now I've got my gasket for the housing, like the big old housing there, which actually I ordered the first and it was the wrong one because I thought it was for the impeller housing. And then you need 2 impeller housing gaskets. So I ordered 2 of those. No RTV on this, or that. We will be using thread sealer on the bolts, just to be safe, because I don't want water mixing. And yeah, let's get to it. Alright, let's put that down there before we forget, because I will forget. I got our housing. And it goes around both of these. You see there's 2 holes. You have your drive shaft from the engine to the propeller, and this is essentially like the gear shifter. It rotates, and that tells you whether it's going to go in reverse or forward. So you're going to make sure that goes onto both of those. And then we'll get this gasket lined up and be right back. We got this bolt and this bolt holding it in. I'm going to take this one, put thread sealer on it, put it in there, and then take the other 2, like take this one out, thread sealer, and then take that one out. Just so that we don't misplace the gasket here. There we go. It smells terrible. Now, before I tighten these to spec, I'm assuming that this is going to have to go into a, from the inside out tightening pattern. So we need to put the impeller housing on here as well. I will be using thread sealer on those as well, just in case. So let's get the impeller in there and the gaskets on and kind of go from there. It has been said that using dish soap will help you install the impeller into the housing, so that's what I'm doing here. Also important to note, there is a little indent here where a drive pin goes for the impeller, and I figured I'd lose mine, so I ordered a new one, which is great because I did in fact lose mine. We're just using grease to hold it in place so we can get the impeller on. There we go. Beautiful. If you're questioning which way to put your gasket, you literally cannot put them on the wrong way. They will not fit the other way, so don't worry about that, and that's the same for both sides. Consequently, the impeller housing also can only go on one way, which is this way. And if your housing won't go down all the way, if it sits a little bit up there, you can rotate your drive shaft here until the pin lines up with the slot in the impeller itself. We'll put thread sealer on them and then get it torqued down. I couldn't find a tightening sequence online, so I'm going to do it in an X pattern on the impeller housing itself, and then on this little main base plate. After I've done those, I'll do 1, 2, and 3. So that's that. We should be good to go. I am going to get a new O-ring for this, which I have plenty of over there. But before we get this reinstalled onto the boat, I think I'm going to take these fins off and we're going to clean because, as we showed earlier, it's really nasty and I would like to clean that up. Now, whenever you're reinstalling this, you need to be sure that you got your gear select lever as well as your drive shaft like properly where they're supposed to be inside of the engine. If you're having trouble getting the lower unit to go into the upper part, you can hold that with your legs and then turn this so that that drive shaft kind of gets in the proper area. And then as long as your shifter here was in the same place that it was when you took it out, you should be fine as well. Alright, here goes nothing. Alright, we need to... What the hell, man? So now, hypothetically, if there's water in the gear case, I should be able to take out the top screw here, and a bunch of water will flow out, which hopefully doesn't happen, because I would be heartbroken. Nope, just oil. Perfect. So that means that we did good work. Now I gotta clean that off, the dirt and everything, but we're good to go. We did good. No water in here. Now I'm oh god, this is dirty again, but that's fine. So we're good to go. We can take this thing out to the lake. Oh my god, I'm so happy. Okay, well, as badly as I want to take the boat out, we're gonna have to just settle for knowing that it's good to go. I just got an offer for a new job and I'm taking it. I don't know when I'm gonna have a chance to go to the lake, but hopefully soon. My goal is to take it out and then do a top speed run. I'll post that as like a bonus video during the week. But I hope this video was useful to you, or educational or entertaining. As usual, you be good while I'm gone. I will see you next time. Have a good week.